Scientists thought they had explored every corner of the ocean, but new discoveries in the Atlantic have left even NASA in shock. From forgotten legends and giant anomalies to otherworldly remains and prehistoric sites, there is much more awaiting exploration. Join us to witness the underwater mysteries that are impossible to ignore.
That is amazing.
In 2017, while inspecting underwater equipment in the Norwegian waters near the Arctic, a robotic camera captured an unexpected sight. A strange creature emerged from the depths. It had a huge head and long, flowing tentacles, giving it an alien-like look. The sight was enough to send chills through anyone watching. But experts later identified the creature as a helmet jellyfish, also known as the merchant cap. This red jellyfish is a deep-sea wonder, perfectly adapted to the dark depths. Its appearance might seem otherworldly, but it's just another reminder of how mysterious our oceans truly are. Greenland sea creature. On March 6, 2013, a deep-sea expedition in the Greenland Sea took an unexpected turn. Scientists on board were startled when a mysterious creature bumped into their submarine. Its webbed hands pressed against the glass, and its shape looked almost human. It felt like a warning to stay away. Just weeks later, on March 27th, authorities abruptly banned further expeditions in the area, sparking widespread speculation. Many believe this was an attempt to keep the discovery a secret. Netizens were quick to share theories, with some convinced it was a mermaid, and others speculating it might be an alien. Ribbon-armed creature. The deep blue ocean is full of mysteries, but nothing could prepare this diver for what he encountered. As he was enjoying the underwater view, a strange creature suddenly appeared. It had long, flowing arms moving like ribbons in the current. The way its limbs bent in odd angles made it look otherworldly. It hovered just above the ocean floor. The diver was shocked, unsure of what to do. This wasn't any regular sea creature. It was a magna squid. These squids are rare, and roughly a dozen sightings have been confirmed worldwide, and he was lucky to witness this ocean's oddity. Phantom jelly. In November 2021, a rare and ghostly sight was captured by MBRE researchers 3,200 feet deep in Monterey Bay. Using a remotely operated vehicle, ROV, they spotted an alien-like creature. It had 4 long, ribbon-like arms trailing from its mouth, with a bell that measured 3.3 feet. It was the giant phantom jelly. Despite thousands of ROV dives, this spectacular species has only been seen 9 times, making it a true rarity in the depths of the ocean. Ancient sea predator. A researcher was observing marine reptiles during an underwater dive when he suddenly felt a presence behind him. He turned just in time and was shocked to see an ancient creature. Its elongated head and body, snake-like in appearance, swam around him in slow, deliberate circles. It was a mosasaur, an apex predator from 100 million years ago. The researcher remained still, sensing the creature's warning. Eventually, it lost interest and drifted away, leaving him unharmed. The ocean holds creatures from another time, and not all of them are friendly. Human fish mystery. An explorer was capturing footage of the vibrant coral reef when an odd creature appeared in the frame. At first, it looked like just another fish, but when he looked closer, he was shocked. The upper half of it resembled a human. It quickly swam away, leaving the man wondering, could it have been a mermaid? This wasn't the first time such a creature was caught on film. In 2006, NOAA recorded a mysterious being while checking an oil tank 526 meters deep in the ocean. People speculated it could be a mermaid or a sea serpent. Mermaids are often described as cautious around humans, rarely making their presence known. When they do appear on camera, some believe it's accidental or due to curiosity. Haunting abyssal presence. A video recovered from the wreckage of a sunken research submarine revealed the scary last moments of a deep-sea expedition. The footage showed a haunting creature that looked like a hybrid of human and a fish. It had sharp teeth and glowing spots scattered across its body, making it look even more bizarre. As video emerged on the internet, people began relating it to the siren. This wasn't the first such sighting. In 1987, explorers in the Bermuda Triangle reported seeing a figure with a human-like face. Whether they are mermaids or yet-to-be-discovered species, these encounters continue to stir mystery and debate about what truly hides beneath the surface. Giant lizard. During an underwater expedition, a diver came across a creature that seemed to be from a nightmare. It had large eyes, sharp teeth, and rows of spines running down its back. Its tail was longer than its body, and for a moment, the diver thought he had stumbled upon an ancient, dragon-like creature. But soon he realized that it was a marine iguana, a large lizard found only in the Galapagos Islands. These unique creatures are the only lizards in the world adapted to life in the ocean. Rare shark. In 2007, a diver in Japan's Owashima Marine Park came across a creature that looked like it had come from prehistoric times. It had an eel-like body, frilly gill slits, a wide jaw, and narrow needle-like teeth. Its brown color and strange features led many to believe it was a long-extinct species that had come back to life. Scientists later identified it as a rare frilled shark, often called a living fossil. Estimated to be about 25 years old, this shark lives in deep waters, over 2,000 feet below the surface, making sightings of it extremely rare. Submerged blob encounter. An underwater drone exploring a sunken structure captured footage that left viewers scratching their heads. A brown, shapeless form drifted into view. It moved slowly, appearing massive as it filled the screen like a giant blob. Online, speculation ran wild. Many were quick to label it a sea monster, but experts had a simpler explanation. It was a placental jellyfish. Its size seemed exaggerated due to the lack of reference points for scale, and the drone's movements stirred the water, distorting its appearance. Due to their deep-sea habitat, these jellyfish are rarely seen, making each encounter a fascinating glimpse into the ocean's hidden world. Predator close-up.
Wow! My goodness!
In 2008, during an underwater expedition, scientists entered the territory of one of the ocean's most powerful predators. As their submersible descended off the northeast coast of Molokai, at a depth of 1,000 meters, a large creature approached. It was a blunt-nosed six-gill shark, an ancient species that predates most dinosaurs. The camera captured it showing the 18-foot-long body checking on the submarine. The lead scientist on the mission made history by tagging one of these rare sharks with a satellite tracker. It was an intense, up-close encounter, giving the team a rare opportunity to observe the six-gill in its natural habitat.
Wow, look at the size. I mean, this female, she's definitely bigger than the sub is long.
Glowing steps. Deep under the sea, a robotic camera captured an amazing sight. Glowing creatures in the dark. When the lights of the camera were turned off, the whole area lit up with a soft, bright glow. These were luminescent siphonophores. They looked like tiny, glowing steps, working together to create light. Researchers also captured footage of a mysterious-looking creature in the depths of the Indian Ocean. This jellyfish-like animal had never been documented before. It was filmed from a manned submarine at the deepest point of the Java Trench. We are slowly uncovering the waters, but there is still a lot to be known. Titan's soul remains. The Coast Guard Marine Board of Investigation released footage captured by a remotely operated vehicle from the wreckage of the Titan Submersible. As the ROV got closer, the extent of the destruction became clear. The video showed the sub's tail cone partially buried in debris. Only the rear part of the submersible was visible, confirming the catastrophic loss. The footage provided undeniable proof of the disaster and the tragic fate of the 5 members aboard. Mysterious craft. Ships, wrecks, planes, and even wooden monsters. Divers have seen it all. But this sighting was different. While exploring the seabed, they came across a strange craft. It didn't look like anything they recognized. Shaped like a disc, its tilted position suggested it hadn't landed, but had crashed there. The craft resembled a UFO, sparking wild theories online. Could it be that aliens aren't just visiting from the skies, but are hiding among us, blending into crowds on land, while keeping their true nature hidden? Haunting Bermuda relic. Just like the earlier encounter in the Bermuda Triangle, this one is equally scary. An ROV captured a mysterious sea creature, its horrifying otherworldly face emerging from the darkness. The features resembled a distorted, decayed skull with mossy textures, hollow eyes, and wiry root-like appendages extending from its mouth. What's unsettling is that a similar creature was filmed back in the 90s, sparking speculation that this might be the same entity, just older. Living for so many years in the depths, who really knows how long it has existed? Underwater prehistoric site. A diver was calmly exploring the ocean depths when he found himself followed by an odd sea creature. Before he could react, he noticed another identical creature behind him. Their appearance was unlike anything modern, resembling beings from a distant past. With their long necks and fearsome jaws, they seemed like remnants of the prehistoric era. Some speculate they could be related to plesiosaurs, marine reptiles believed to have gone extinct millions of years ago. These ancient creatures once thrived in oceans worldwide. Could a few have survived in the unexplored depths of the sea? Towering deep-sea creature. While diving off the coast of Taiwan, some divers were shocked when they spotted a giant fish near the surface. It was taller than them and had a shiny body with big eyes staring straight ahead. At first, it stayed still, floating upright. But when one diver touched it, the fish quickly wriggled in surprise. This huge creature was a giant oarfish, about 2 meters long. It's known as the longest bony fish in the world and usually lives in the deep sea, so it's very rare to see. Experts think the 2 holes in its body were made by a swordfish. Some believe that when strange events happen or the earth shakes, this rare fish rises from the deep, making its appearance even more mysterious. Rare encounter. While exploring the Dorado outcrop near Costa Rica, scientists used a remotely operated vehicle to study octopuses. But what they found was even more surprising. A rare deep-sea creature appeared in the dark waters. It was a gulper eel that can live up to 2,000 1,000 feet below the ocean's surface. But it seemed odd. It had an inflated stomach, having just eaten a large meal. It was the first time this rare sight had ever been captured on camera. Disturbing predator. An underwater drone captured a terrifying sight. A large bulbous fish with a triangular head and a face that almost looked human. The researcher, reviewing the footage, was trying to figure out what it could be when things took an unexpected turn. The creature suddenly opened its mouth from the center, revealing sharp teeth that hinted at its predatory nature. It was big enough to gulp a whole shark. Who knows? There may be other predators down there we haven't even discovered yet. Fluid-filled shield. MBRE researchers used an ROV to study fish in the deep waters just offshore of central California. At depths of 2,000 feet below the surface, the ROV captured a fish hanging motionless in the water with eyes glowing a vivid green under the bright lights. Its eyes were surrounded by a transparent, fluid-filled shield covering the top of its head, resembling the canopy of a jet fighter. It was a barrel eye fish. Scientists believe barrel eyes use the light reflected by their eyes for camouflage and communication. Curious Sea Observer. This encounter will make you believe that sea creatures are just as curious about us as we are about them. A diver was focused on hammering a small stone for research when suddenly a big fish swimming too close, observing his every move. It had a human-like face, and soon he realized it was an Asian sheepshead wrasse. Known for its distinctive face, with a large lump on its head, this fish can also have an unusual bond with humans. In Japan, a diver has long been the caretaker of an underwater Shinto shrine. Over 25 years ago, he met an Asian sheepshead wrasse, and their bond grew into an unexpected friendship. Now, whenever he visits the shrine, all he needs to do is tap a piece of metal, and the fish swims over to greet him. Tentacled terror. On June 19th, 2019, a team of researchers exploring the Gulf of Mexico made a rare discovery. In the pitch-black waters, a thin arm appeared from the darkness, slowly splitting into tentacles. Then, a giant squid, at least 10 feet long, emerged from the depths. For the first time, a live giant squid was filmed in U.S. waters, giving scientists a glimpse into the mysterious world of the deep ocean. Underwater rescue. Sometimes, fishing nets can trap giant sea creatures. In Indonesia, divers found a fishing net that had not just fish, but also several sharks caught in it. Underwater footage shows the moment divers carefully freed 5 whale sharks from the net. They slowly approached, pulled the net down, and helped each whale shark escape, letting them swim away safely. Whale sharks are the largest fish in the ocean, but their numbers are decreasing, making moments like this even more important for their survival. Sea skeleton. A diver came across a giant skeleton lying on the seafloor. Its large eye sockets stood out, and it was covered in algae, likely from having been there for a long time. He wondered if it could be a whale, as whale carcasses often become a source of food for many sea creatures. Once a predator, now a prey. A similar mystery unfolded when a man went fishing at a lake and spotted something floating in the water. At first glance, it seemed like a carcass, but its length made it hard to identify. Could it be another waters mystery waiting to be explored, or just a usual decomposed creature turning odd to puzzle science? What's your thought? Elegant ocean predator. Not all predators are scary, and here's proof. In August 2015, an underwater drone captured a fascinating sight: a semi-transparent creature gliding gracefully toward the seabed. As it landed, it quickly attempted to catch a juvenile frogfish. This was a malibi, a multi-limbed, soft-bodied, carnivorous sea slug. Using its expandable head, it sucked up prey from the ocean floor. Despite its gentle appearance, the malibi is an active predator, trapping fast-moving creatures like small crustaceans. It's a reminder that not all predators strike fear. Some use clever tactics to thrive. Ancient Ship Guardian. In August 2015, off the coast of Sweden in the Baltic Sea, divers made an astonishing discovery. As they explored the depths, they came across a mysterious figurehead that resembled a strange creature. With careful effort, the divers brought it to the surface after being submerged for 500 years. It seemed to be a dragon with lion ears and a mouth like a crocodile. What made it even stranger was the odd shape inside its mouth, almost like it was holding prey. Experts identified the artifact as part of the legendary 15th century ship, Gribshunden. This ship, known for being the best-preserved medieval vessel, has now given us a rare, vivid glimpse into the past. Alien-like transformation. To find evidence of alien life, you don't always need to look to the stars. Sometimes you just need to dive deep into the ocean. One such strange encounter took place in the Indian Ocean at a depth of 1,128 meters. An ROV captured footage of an odd, otherworldly creature. A bizarre shape appeared that looked like debris, but then it began to shift and soon revealed its true identity. It turned out to be a blood-belly comb jellyfish. But this isn't the only marine creature that could easily be mistaken for something extraterrestrial. A video captured by an ROV off the east coast of Africa at a depth of 765 feet revealed an odd creature. At first glance, it looked like a headless chicken, but in reality, it was a swimming sea cucumber. The ocean seems to hide creatures that are strange enough to make you wonder if we are truly alone in the universe. Unsettling sight. An underwater camera captured a strange sight in the cold waters of Antarctica. As the camera panned, a giant creature came into full view. It had multiple sets of appendages attached to its head, each set moving in a coordinated manner. The legs were long, giving it a strange, almost alien appearance. Later, experts revealed it was a sea spider, a creature that can look unsettling but is perfectly at home in the sea. Mysterious graveyard. Deep underwater near Sabah, Malaysia, lies a hidden mystery. Beneath the coral reefs of Borneo, there is a network of dark caves that stretches 60 feet below the surface. From there, researchers found fossils of sea turtles. Among the adult shells were the remains of baby turtles that never hatched. This confused researchers because sea turtles are known to lay their eggs on sandy beaches, not in caves. Sea turtles are also great at finding their way, so how did they all end up here? This cave full of turtle bones is the only one like it in the world. It's a mystery that no one has solved yet. Prey-eating predator. While exploring the Davidson Seamount near California, researchers discovered an eerie sight. They came across a whale fall, a whale's carcass lying deep underwater. It was surrounded by a mass of cephalopods, fish, and other creatures feeding on the remaining flesh. The skeleton, estimated to be 4 to 5 meters long, had been almost completely stripped. Researchers couldn't confirm the whale's species, but guessed it might be a Rorqual baleen whale based on the shape of its skull and jawbone. This shows even the largest creatures eventually feed the life around them in unexpected ways. Shark teeth. Around 50 million years ago, high sea levels kept much of what is now Florida submerged. Over time, this area became rich with fossils from ancient sea creatures. While diving off the coast of Venice, Florida, a diver came across a triangular object on the seabed. It wasn't a rock. It was a megalodon tooth belonging to the massive mackerel shark that lived between 23 to 3.6 million years ago. Megalodons, like other sharks, shed their teeth throughout their lives, making them a common find in this fossil-rich area. This discovery connected the diver with a piece of Florida's ancient oceanic past, a time when giants like the megalodon swam through these waters. Sharkcano.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that's his little cave home thingy there, you know?
Man, it has the most.
That's so cool.
In 2015, an ocean engineer led a team to the remote Solomon Islands to explore hydrothermal activity. They lowered a deep-sea camera into the crater of the Cavachi volcano, one of the most active underwater volcanoes in the Pacific. What they found was astonishing. Hammerhead and silky sharks were living inside and surprisingly unaffected by the extreme heat and acidity. The Cavachi volcano is known for its hot, acidic waters, but these sharks have somehow adapted to survive in such a harsh environment. Worm-like creature. In 2018, 2 divers off the coast of New Zealand made a strange discovery. They found a 30-foot-long sea creature that looked like a giant worm with a hollow center. People online quickly guessed it was a pyrosome. Pyrosomes are slow-moving creatures that are harmless to humans. Many divers find them fascinating because, despite their simple shape, they can glow and produce their own light. Because of their unique appearance, they've been called unicorns of the sea. Water splash. A diver was exploring the deep sea when he came across a small pool of water. As he approached, he felt a strange sensation, almost as if something was watching him. He splashed the water, hoping to stir whatever might be hiding. But to his surprise, nothing appeared. The pool remained still, and the water didn't move. It seemed as though whatever creature might have been there had vanished. It might not have wanted to be known or seen. Wiggling plants, or what? Tourists were exploring the shallow waters near the wreck in Tulamben when they saw something surprising. At first, they thought they were looking at marine plants swaying with the current. But as they got closer, they realized it wasn't planted at all. It was hundreds of garden eels wiggling out of the sand. Only about 1/3 of their bodies were visible. These eels live in holes in the sandy seabed and like areas with strong currents, which help bring food like zooplankton to them. Interestingly, if a threat approaches, they quickly retreat into the sand, disappearing from view. It was a quiet, surprising moment beneath the waves. Deep Sea Atlantis. An experienced treasure hunter uncovered a secret hidden from us for years. Using secret sea charts left to him by a late NASA astronaut, he searched for shipwrecks and stumbled upon a massive, unidentified submerged object 290 feet underwater. The area, stretching over 10 miles beneath the Bermuda Triangle, was filled with strange structures. The depth and coral growing around hinted that these were at least 12,500 years old. The USO was buried beneath mountains, possibly marking the site of the lost city of Atlantis. Giant statue. A video has been circulating online showing an underwater view. It revealed a giant statue with a human-like face, complete with a beard and clear facial features. Many people are comparing it to King Triton. What's puzzling is that creating such a massive statue underwater seems impossible for humans. The striking similarity to a cartoon character has left viewers confused. Though the exact location is unknown, some believe it could be in a deep Mariana Trench, one of the least explored areas of the ocean. The mysterious find has sparked a lot of curiosity and debate. golden orb.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that.
In August 2023, during the Seascape Alaska 5 expedition off the coast of Alaska, scientists exploring the ocean floor came across an unusual sight. An ROV captured footage of a mysterious golden orb found at a depth of about 300 meters on a seamount. It appeared smooth and round, with a hole in the center. Scientists wondered if it could be an egg laid by an unknown sea creature. When they examined it, it felt like skin tissue. They decided to conduct DNA analysis to uncover more about this strange find. Mystery holes. In 2022, during an Okeanos dive, scientists stumbled upon a strange sight deep in the Atlantic Ocean. They found a series of holes in the seafloor that looked like they were made by humans, but the piles of sand around them showed they were dug by something else. This left scientists confused, and they wondered if the holes were caused by wormholes, or maybe even aliens. Some, even though the holes could have been made by an alien activity, but the truth is still unknown. Rediscovered wreck. A robotic submarine came across a wreck near Antarctica. As the camera panned, the ship's name became clear. Endurance, still visible in gold letters. To everyone's surprise, the ship was 107 years old. The Endurance had sunk after being trapped in ice, and its story of survival became famous. Now the wreck was discovered 2 miles below the icy waters. Meanwhile, off the coast of Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, a diver stumbled upon another historic shipwreck. This time, it was the Astron, a Russian-owned cargo ship. Nearly untouched by time, it holds the secrets of a remarkable survival story. New discovery. On 24th March 2022, below the surface of the Indian Ocean, researchers from Western Australia made a groundbreaking discovery. During an expedition in the Diamantina Fracture Zone, they used bait to attract fish with a specially designed trap attached to the research vehicle. Soon, a bluish fish came into view. It was a snailfish, potentially new to science. This marked the deepest ever catch of fish off the coast of Australia. It's time for today's open discussion. A lady diver decided to take a closer look at the seabed, but what she saw was completely unexpected. Deep in an Atlantic Ocean cavern, 326 meters below the surface, she spotted a sea creature unlike any she had seen before. It resembled a crab, but much bigger. She wondered if it was some kind of crab-spider hybrid. After clicking the rare sight, she posted the video online, but no one could explain what it was. Could such a creature be the result of evolutionary adaptation, or a strange genetic mutation? If any one of you knows, let us know by commenting below.